That's a luxury in the NBA, a guy that can guard all 5 positions.
Shai turns off balance, takes the bump. What a move! Oh, SGA! Biggest lead of the game for OKC. Shai, step back 3, got it up over Don. That time a little jab step and he swishes it home.
Wow. On that tie-up.
Shai through the lane, tough shot. Line drive after the foul from Coffey.
Harden's not arguing that as he goes to the bench with those 5 fouls.
Shai straight away rips the cords from deep.
That becomes a big play. Gotta allow him to turn. That's 20 turnovers for the Clippers.
And 2 more points off those turnovers.
Just making him work for everything.
Speaking of work, and my goodness, SGA in the mid-range. As we come up on the 2-minute mark, it's a 1-score game, 3-point OKC lead. Shai, the step-back shot. He's got 42. Wow. 2 shading over toward SGA. Cuts through a couple of defenders. How did he get that up? SGA slicing and dicing to the rim. Makes him so good, Mike. He can shoot it from anywhere. He can make it from anywhere. But he's also got the ability. And Shai has too much speed. Even with Capella in the vicinity, he's able. He's going to track it down. It looked like Capella was going to get possession. Step back 3 for SGA. Knocks it down right in front of Capella. He took a shot.
Good job by Joe to get out there on him. Doesn't need a whole lot of room to get that shot off.
Shai again driving on Daniels. Over the shoulder, puts it up. With Case and Wallace, Isaiah Joe, Chet Holmgren, SGA. There is SGA pulling up, and he got it right up over Capella. He is just always under control. Daniels just really aggravating SGA out on the perimeter. Shot clock hits 3. He'll pull up for the 3, right over Daniels and knock it down.
Gaining some momentum here.
A little stutter step to hesitation. SGA down the lane. Bisect in the middle. And a tough finish. Don't give it up to Daniels. Shai came over, got swatted by Holmgren. Ball pops out. Shai takes it away from Daniels. All the way to the other end to throw it down. Again, a possession deep in the shot clock. Good defense, Case and Wallace. He'll send it up to Shai. Got behind the defense. He'll put it down. Shai used that base body screen from Holmgren. Holds up the baseline. That's a shot that he is so comfortable with.
On 1 possession.
Can Shai finally pay it off? He'll get to the cup using his size, going right at Chuzang, and he does.
You talk about dropping a sweet dime.
There's the steal. SGA got fouled on his way to the cup. Still able to finish. Right hand.
You always play, according to what they're capable of doing. And that's certainly, this is a scoring team, but they also give up a lot of points too. And Shai gets on the scoreboard with his first 2. How about Shai with the 7-footer trying to guard him? And that's not going to go very well.
Final shot of the first half. Shai got it up over the 7-footer. Sexton came over from Cleveland, that Donovan Mitchell trade. SGA goes right through the Utah defense. Nobody wants to slow him down.
Because it is on full display tonight, folks. As this is a game with a lot of cup implications and wow, he just drove right around. And he's a star in this league, no doubt about it.
He's an all-star in 2023. Shai, oh my goodness, yet again. Looks like J-Dub's hand was right in his face. Not able to convert. Biggest lead of the game for OKC sits right now. Looking for more, and Shai's got a little bit more. He's got 20 in the game. That's exactly what you want from Markkanen, who's had some big games against OKC over the last couple of years. Shai, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Utah can't do anything about it.
He said that getting those stops will continue to be key here in the second half to get out on the run offensively.
All right, it started this third quarter with a basketball. It's SGA on the baseline.
He's been mentored by some top coaches. That's what leads you up to where you are.
SGA getting to his spot in the mid-range, and he converts.
I tell you, the Magic have just not been able to knock anything down from downtown.
And Shai knocks something from downtown. Right?
I'm an old guy now. Cut me some slack.
SGA. Boy, he just lulled the defense to sleep. You see how slow he was going?
Cross his body on that play. They both took a spill, hard spill.
Shai up and under, kept the pivot foot down. Nice move. You had Holmgren on the inside, throw it on the outside.
Chet did a good job just standing his ground. He took a shot from him too.
SGA so smooth, always under control. Taze trying to keep him out of the lane, and SGA scoops it inside. Nifty move.
That's true. That's a good run.
A rematch with Nikola Jokic. SGA starting to oppose. Now makes his move at 5. Spins away, cuts down the lane, switches hands. Pretty finish with the left.
Oh, come on, man.
Such a reliable option from behind the three-point line. SGA bounces off, shoots right over the top of Irving, and now he's into double digits in the first quarter.
You know, when you're playing Dallas, they're going to send a lot of guys to the offensive glass. Just tap that ball away like the Thunder just did. Everybody just trying to keep a hand on it. It's a nice little stop and pop action.
There's SGA with Irving. Little stutter step, pulls up right over the top, and so smooth. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points here in the first quarter. As SGA makes his move on Gafford, gets inside and did a great job of using the rim to negate the shot block ability of Gafford, and SGA able to spin it home. You got SGA with Lively. Step back shot, and SGA connects. He likes that matchup.
Man, he just keeps going in there.
There he is again, taking a little bump. Tough fadeaway, shot by Thompson, and that's cash. Now Calio finally had enough. Booked him. SGA right to the cup, left hand.
He took a lot of contact on that play, too.
J-Dub thought about the 3 instead. SGA going the other way. What a night for SGA so far. Now he's got 29 points. Keeping that ball moving, and see a little zone here from Dallas. Shai inside, takes a little bump, then he spins it home. As SGA wants a little space, knows that it's Klay Thompson right on him, goes right by, right hand finish. We'll be in Los Angeles for Thanksgiving. Shai goes right up to the cup, don't see that very often. He had some space at the red for the flush. See if the Thunder can get off a clean look here, quickly. Shai, Marshall defending. Marshall falls. Shai open, and he switches home the 3 to make it a 1-possession game.
Williams had a notion back to SGA. Working against Kane. Lefty lay is good, high off glass. And that's the first lead of the ball game for the Thunder.
Trey Murphy will shoot it from anywhere, and you see an example of that.
Coming off a 12-point game in his lone performance, Gilgeous-Alexander with a step-back 3. Ingram raises up, and a rare miss for Brandon Ingram. He's 4 of 6 now from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander seeing a lot of bodies. Sometimes it doesn't matter.
The Pelicans, they continue to try to take advantage of the lack of size in the interior for the Thunder.
That's SGA's spot. He knocks it down, and he dined with Coach Stackhouse, who's done a wonderful job, by the way, with the Warriors defensively this year. They're in the upper 10 teams in the NBA. As Shai Gilgeous-Alexander lays one home. That one was short. Good defense once again by the #1 rated defense in the NBA. 19-3 OKC Sprint right now. And a little light work for SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. Boston stayed in front of him. Good nail help by Green. SGA and 1.
One traded away from the Clippers. Let's start with that. But then finding himself as a superstar, but on one and done from Kentucky, you see him attacking the basket once again. And it's nothing you can do. You know what he wants to do, right?
Williams with some nail help. Boston raises up. Oh, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander put him in the friend zone. What a block. Here he is at the other end. Got a couple of birds up in the air and knocked it down.
Sizes up Easton out on the perimeter. Does he want to attack? Adams instead pulls up mid-range shot right in his bread and butter. That comes off of a Rockets offensive rebound. As SGA with Thompson-Ana able to slice through the defense, got to the cup, a little left hand on the right side of the rim. Shai got it right back. Two players who played for Team Canada over the summer, and that time SGA just shot right over the top of Brooks. Numbers down somewhat from a season ago. A breakout season. Oh, too much speed. SGA goes right by Brooks, got to the cup and scores. This team to get on the move. The Rockets get back. They got to run a little offense here. Thompson defending. Good defender on SGA. Trying to jab him. Trying to get that ball loose. Shai get the pivot foot down, and SGA wins that possession. Thompson was all over him. 68 points already. Make it 70 as SGA just having his way. Missed a bunch of time with an ankle injury last year. SGA left hand slithered his way, made it look easy. It's scraped up and carries right over to Wallace. SGA checks the tape. There's the three. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's 9 out of 10 from the floor. Been able to do what he wants. Plays like this, little hesitation. Once again, pulls up. And he's just got Dylan Brooks on a string.
He's one of those guys who can get it going.
Shai, oh, he's been doing work on Brooks all night.
Wow.
Very. Keeping Jabari Smith off the free throw line. Keeping another challenge. SGA's had his game going all night long. He's looked like vintage.
Caruso drive and kick. Gilgeous-Alexander another three. That one goes.
Coming up the floor and just wrestling with players, trying to get position in the post and then getting swarmed by three guys when it goes in. He's bottled up right now. Chet, more offense, more free-flowing, better spacing for him.
Collins trying to hand it off to Barnes, lost it, bodies hit the floor, Joe snares it, great pass ahead Wiggins, and Gilgeous-Alexander with the easy two. Shot clock at 9. Barnes driving, and his path picked off. Wallace ahead to Williams, great look ahead, Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander struggled in the first half, but gets the lefty layup to fall there. He was just 2 for 11 in the first half. And obviously, the matchup grabs headlines against Chet Holmgren. 6 points and no shot attempts in the second half. Paying off in terms of the team coming together in training camp, policing themselves, and trying to all get better as Gilgeous-Alexander finishes and may have just put this one out of reach with 3.5 to go.
Because he's so capable. Shai, tough step back three. Ousmane Dieng, an offensive rebound. Wiggins didn't realize that the defender was right behind him. SGA this time slices in. Another left-handed finish. Got it right back. Now he's on the center. Stops on the dime. That's automatic. SGA. You can't defend it.
But those are the shots that the Suns are going to have to find a way to knock down a few of them here tonight, Andy, because they will be available as SGA able to snake his way right to the basket.
Trying to decide what to do here. With Booker defending, tough shot on the step back. SGA shot it right over the top. He drills it from deep.
Mitchell will bring it up. Alexander, runner-up MVP honors last year. Spin to the basket.
Neither one of them making much noise, though. Shai bounces right off the ball, gets inside and scores.
The rookie Ryan Dunn taking on the challenge of SGA.
In the 78-year history of the league, folks.
Shai wants the step back three and got the step back three. The biggest lead in the game at 21. It comes midway through the third. SGA trying to add to it. Got it back. Second effort. That time he got it to go. Shai trying to get downhill, but Nurkic kept him out of the paint. So Shai regroups, takes a little bump to him, but still nicely done.
So making his looks tough, putting him in a crowd, and then knowing the personnel around him to limit his facilitating, and Booker was held scoreless in that first half, guys. So a very effective game plan early on.
Bulls just 1 of 9 so far from three-point range. SGA going strong to the hoop. That's where he's at his best.
He recognizes that there's a turnover.
Ball knocked away from Levine. Aaron Wiggins in the open court. Josh Giddey did a good job to knock it away, but numbers fall around the city, and Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down. 8 points, 5 rebounds for Josh Giddey.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup right there. The Bulls have got to, again, try to find some easier scoring.
SGA for 3. The defense is keeping a minute right now. Trailing by 5 with 4:40 to go. Gilgeous-Alexander goes at boots, lays it in with the left hand. Shai Gilgeous puts it into second gear. And able to score right after
tough bucket.
He is strong in there.
Boston went and won the championship. This team was supposed to be in the finals.
Cutting SGA, misses on the layup, gets his own rebound, and puts it back home.
Bulls in a little 2-3 zone right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking for the seam, and he gets it off glass.
Kind of a busted play. Clippers took advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to fall. Second in MVP voting last year. Clippers shooting 53%. They've held Oklahoma City to 40. Gilgeous-Alexander, the step back 3. Somebody here said he hadn't shot the ball all that well this season.
Looks like OKC is a half a step behind. That's one, they had a tough game in Portland, even though the score won't indicate that, but they had to travel afterward. So the best thing to do is get out and run.
Up under to the rim, blocked from behind by Holmgren. Ahead to Gilgeous-Alexander behind the defense. Timeout Clippers. Deflection picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Plenty of time to shoot with 10 on the clock. Good help defense there by Terrence Mann, but once again, that is his spot. That's his park play. Dort crosses over Zoo. 2 to shoot for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets to his spot. Good contest by Terrence Mann. Better offense by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good scramble by Sacramento defensively. 4 on the shot clock. Don't want to foul here. Gilgeous-Alexander laces the midi.
The effort and the hustle and the versatility and the flexibility that he gives this Thunder team. Yeah, he's one to watch.
Sabonis in the drop. Gilgeous-Alexander attacked it with the offhand. Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander #1 in the NBA in isolation scoring. And there's an illustration of it right there on the pull-up. Gilgeous-Alexander misfiring on the 3. He's shooting abundantly more of those this year. Has dialed it back a little bit, but knocks down the second one. But Katie, it's at this end of the floor where they have to be impactful. Sabonis in the drop. Gilgeous-Alexander with the 12-footer. Wiggins back to Gilgeous-Alexander as Jalen Williams gets ready to come back into the ballgame. SGA with the floater, good.
Ah, that scoop shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander working against Keon Ellis. Ellis got a hand up and one. He fouled Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes SGA. In rhythm. Laces it, stares at the bench. The man from the 6. 2 minutes to go. Gilgeous-Alexander spins, lays it in, take it out of the net. SGA with 21 points in the ball game on 8 of 11. Working against Ellis, got to the rim, and Mike Brown calls timeout. The lead is up to 3. SGA around the screen by Hartenstein, slaloms inside. A little light work for the MVP candidate.
One thing that the Kings can't settle for is trading buckets. They've allowed this Thunder team to get out to a lead, and both teams kind of going back and forth to start the 4th quarter.
We were talking with Mark Daigneault, the head coach of OKC, as Gilgeous-Alexander scoops up another one again. Dort Dort shooting it at 39%, had made only 2 of his previous 17 threes. No whistle there. Reeves thought he was pulled down by Gilgeous-Alexander, and nobody got back for the easy bucket. Can't say enough about what Isaiah Hartenstein has brought to OKC in just 3 games, and that guy played football. Isaiah Joe, offensive rebound. SGA for 3, and we're tied. Both these teams shot north of 50% in the first quarter, but not so much here in the second. SGA, Michigan State, right to the Los Angeles Lakers. Getting to see that every day in practice.
Yeah, I love that line.
They got blown out in Phoenix, which may have hurt their cup chances, but he wanted a defensive effort. They got it in San Antonio, and they're getting it so far tonight. I don't know how you stop that. SGA for 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 15 points, 7 assists so far in the game. That one goes high off the window and gets the roll. And he's got Max Christie defending. SGA time, pulls for 3 and buries it. 34 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Against Utah a couple of weeks ago, he hit 9 3-pointers and had a career-high 37. Euro step and 1. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 3-on-3. Williams been quiet and misses. SGA makes him pay with another offensive rebound. Pass across the way, stolen. Kenrich Williams missed it. Offensive rebound, though. Nice job by SGA and Lou Dort to trail.
On the hardwood, and a dunk for Jokic after the 3 made by Jang. Tied at 23, that ended an 8-0 run. Gilgeous-Alexander is so crafty.
Obviously, we want him to play within the system, but we know how great he can be even in year 17.
Julian Strother is in. That's a young player they're relying on as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander cans the deep one.
He's such a great passer.
They've got to do a better job, though, on their angles on a double team Candace. He's stepping through every one and getting free looks. On that pick and roll, Murray clear lane to the basket.
Murray now has 9. Beautiful fake. It rattles in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Leads them to a bronze medal in the Olympics and is right back here picking up where he left off last year.
He enjoys harness racing as well as Gilgeous-Alexander hits the flip. Keeps it alive, extended possession. Ball on a string, Gilgeous-Alexander yo-yoing to the rim. How to process, but he just said he was blown away by how his young crew handled everything last year. And part of it is because of that man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Had 8 blocks in a game here last year.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the fake. That's nasty. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's it. Brown a 3. Doesn't go. And the rebound is controlled by Gilgeous-Alexander. The pull-up 3. Bottom.
Wow, you don't see that much, or didn't last year.
Ahead for Gordon. Drive and kick to the other side of the floor. The hustle, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the body control in the bucket.
All the fans.
Jokic couldn't finish it. Porter forced to give it up. And knocked out of the hands of Jokic. Gilgeous-Alexander forcing the action for 2, rising up above the rim.
Jokic could take that shot. He's going to go in on Chet. And his shot is blocked from behind by Shai, I think. Now, Alexander around and out. Another rebound for Jalen Williams. Hails from Santa Clara, played 3 years there. Gilgeous-Alexander lay it up and in.
And again, another drive. They're really good at it. We talked about in the open. Shai's phenomenal.
As Brown trying to bounce off a Dort, floats it up. Good help defense. Caruso came over, knocked it free. Up ahead it's SGA trying to beat Porter, and he does.
14 now. And the reverse layup is good.
But the guys, you're in a...
Now SGA deciding what he wants to do, sees the double team, dribbles away from it, pulls up, looked like he might have been behind the bucket, and SGA, that smooth stroke.
First half with 14 points. Gilgeous-Alexander in the lane. Oh, man. Count the basket. 21 21 seconds remaining. Nuggets chasing. Gilgeous-Alexander lay it up and in. Basket counts foul. We are back at Ball Arena, the start of the fourth quarter. Chris Marlowe, Scott Hastings, and Vic Lombardi. And right off the bat, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going to work.
Boston, Trey Murphy, C.J. McCollum, and a little zone action. Another layup.
But the thing is, he's allowed to play too easily.
So the Pels, 4 for 11 from the field, 2 for 7 on triples, and Gilgeous-Alexander curls it home.
Again, on that switch, he went right into Trey Murphy's chest.
C.J. McCollum, but he definitely lost it going to his weak side. Now you're giving up another 3 layups.
3 layups to the same guy.
Right. That's their number. Now they get a switch. Eve won't get there.
I tell you, man, he is so crafty with that basketball. You know, I say that all the time, Joe. On the first possession, deny some things and take them out of what they want to run.
Gilgeous-Alexander got the layup. Protected it perfectly. 30 seconds gone by. 3 to play. Can you get some stops? Forget about the offense right now. I guess not.
Straight to the cup.
Wow. Much better D in the third. They got the switch they wanted.
He's going to attack. Yeah, he's going to attack Eve. Yeah.
Yep. Pulled up, stopped on a dime for the bank.
That's so smart by SGA.
Man. And all those points at the paint. And most of them off the turnovers. Gilgeous-Alexander to the hole.
Saw the matchup, got right to the bucket.
And put his shoulder right into Wiggins' chest, bumped him out the way, and finished baseline.
Shai counted in the foul.
Is the key to success. It travels with you. It's not like offense. Offense can come and go, as you see Shai getting back to that mid-range, that time on the left side, fading away.
Williams, the Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up at the foul line, and that one rattles in as well. That's not the best road record in the NBA. This is a team that will be tested more over the next couple of weeks on the road as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets to that mid-range and knocks it down. Shai. Shot clock down to 6. And this is the youngest team in the NBA, Oklahoma City. Now, again, games played, different story, right? Shai's been in the league for 7 years as he knocks that down, and he's just 26 years of age. 9 for 30 overall from three-point range. 3 of 7 here in the quarter. They get some stops here, string it together, and Shai gets it's on a kick out. RJ shot doesn't go, and Shai the hezzy, and then off the glass.
Scotty Barnes only had 7 attempts. RJ with 5 attempts, and getting back to that baseline mid-range, so smooth.
Arthroscopic procedure on his right knee in September, so he's missed some time this season, was inactive against the Rockets when they were in their building in early November, as that goes down for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Put on a lot of strength in this offseason. His body looks great.
2 on Gilgeous-Alexander. He's able to work his way, not by just those 2, but by 3 Rockets defenders for the score.
We're really staying home on Fred's drive, challenging him to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander cut, switches to the left on the other side of the rim.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Now, Rockets have not shot the ball consistently well all year, and for Oklahoma City, they have not shot the ball nearly as well as they did a season ago, but now that's back-to-back threes. Green turns the corner, comes baseline, there's the help by Williams.
And again, whenever you drive tonight, you gotta be ready to go finish with authority and make that pass.
And the layup for Gilgeous-Alexander has tied it up at 62.
With Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top and a switch on defense. 3.
Now he doesn't take a lot of them.
No. And the 11-3 Thunder the other way with Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll dance on Champagny. Jab stepping, faking, leans, goes up and down. Week 1 of the NBA season, he said he was so excited for Champagny and what he could mean, and he has not disappointed. Gilgeous-Alexander, what great footwork, and got the separation needed for the deuce. Now, he is with the Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander, another 3.
And they're daring him, right? They're going to go under
Screen by Caruso. Switch on defense. Working on Paul. Plenty of time on the clock.
That's 39-year-old Chris Paul out there playing defense like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets, fires, scores!
Man.
Dort up top, left free, can't bury the triple. Tap by Flagler, back to Gilgeous-Alexander, and he buries the three. What a stroke! Jones has just checked back in the game, taking the place of Jalen Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander stops, starts, spins, fires, good!
Okay, someone's starting to warm up here. Back-to-back buckets here.
Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll size him up. Moves in on Champagnie, doubled by Kessel, and he still got it to go. What a player. 4 threes! Gilgeous-Alexander, free at the other end!
What an answer!
Spurs have led by 21. Earlier, the Thunder led by 10. We've had 3 ties. Castle tried to scoop it around a defender. And Gilgeous-Alexander the other way with 27, now 29.
Grant misses the chance at a 4-point play. The long rebound grab by SGA up the floor. He dashes right to the rim, jump stops and lays it in.
Yeah, he wanted the 2-for-1, so he...
Now the Blazers drop into his zone. Repair up top along with Murray. The 3 up and in over the zone. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, 2-time first-team All-NBA, coming off a year last year. Look at him come off the screen, maneuver in deep, a reverse, up and in on the scoop.
3 NBA teams right now currently taking more threes than 2s. Boston, Orlando, and Minnesota. That is a record. No team has ever finished the season with more than...
Not only is he finishing those now, he's also expanding the range.
4 of 8 with a 3 made. Trying to stay up with SGA, who puts a flurry of moves on him, and finally into a crossover to the baseline. Right into the layer of Holmgren, who will get a block. He redirects it to SGA, hesitates, drives it into the lane, and lays it up and in.
He knows how to fake like he's going to take a layup a certain way, and then...
You know, the substitution pattern.
Shai taking body bumps from Kamara. It doesn't affect him at all. He kept that pivot foot down and shows the fadeaway.
39% from 3. Lob pass inside, intended for Klingon. But again, reading it was Wiggins to deflect it away. Pass up the floor, downhill, 2-on-1. Jang to SGA for the lay-in, and the Thunder just like that.
And Aiden has stayed on the floor, the 7-footer for the Trailblazers the entire quarter.
And just has not been able to capitalize on the size advantage inside. Shai kept that pivot foot down, little up and under. Kamara couldn't do anything about it.
Grant goes flying by. Long board Simons. A burst on Dort. Dort right with him. Strips the ball away. Another stop from Dort. Joe centering pass to Williams. Off to SGA. Fake and drive. Slinks to the hole and lays it in.
This is an important part of the game right here. 2 calls were to...
Simons has a step. Loops it inside, deflected, controlled by Williams. On the advance, out ahead to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You cannot win at the highest level without a great defense. And that's why this Thunder team, the team the Warriors are playing, is they're tops in the league. And the Warriors are currently 4th.
Gonna try and walk down SGA, and they turn the Warriors over again. Dort's back out top. Gilgeous-Alexander working on Waters. A little light work for SGA. Hartenstein signing a 3-year, $87 million deal. Coming over from the New York Knicks in free agency. Man, that's jelly at the rim by SGA. What a move.
Tell you what, everybody needs a wing defender. He can create his own offense, and he can play 40 minutes. He can play 40 minutes in a playoff game. He doesn't fatigue, so he does everything. He just doesn't do it as consistently, Mark, as you want sometimes.
SGA with the transition layup off the turnover. 5.5 minutes to go in the opening half. Good blitz by Draymond on the ball screen. Gilgeous-Alexander back in the ball game. He sat for a long time, but Bobby hasn't cooled off.
And that one, he didn't hesitate. He got it up, just didn't knock it down. But again, that was a big opportunity. Could have cut it to 4.
Gilgeous-Alexander, the step back midi is pure. Kuminga trying to stick to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got killed by a screen by Hartenstein. And he knocks down the mid-range jumper. Wiggins providing the point of attack defense. Podziemski switches on to SGA. Sidestep 3. Got it! A potential dagger. Looney on SGA in transition. Gilgeous-Alexander finally breaks onto that mini shooting slump. Spencer picks up Gilgeous-Alexander. He likes that baseline mid-range and connects with one there.
God, that's a tough shot, Mark.
SGA. Defended by Sharp. Gave that little lead, then goes fast. Nice touch. Finish at the rim, just a little too strong on the finger roll. Shai steps in. He's able to intercept the pass. And then he just lowers the defense and somehow finds his way all the way to the rim for the layup. He's trying to create something. Shai got around Kamara, plus the foul. He's going to the line. As SGA trying to manipulate the defense. Pulls up, height advantage. He'll shoot that over Henderson all night long. At the Wiggins saw that ball fake. They're trying to keep that ball moving. Shai will pull up, and he got that one to go. And what was Shai trying to shed Kamara? Tough step back shot right at the free throw line. SGA sticks it.
Well, it's going to force the Warriors to extend their defense, which opens up those driving lanes and those attacks on the offensive glass.
This is the matchup you like. SGA driving on Stephen Curry.
They had a double team on Curry, and he did a good job of getting rid of the ball to the right guy.
Melton, and he can't slow down SGA, who once again gets to the rack and scores.
Good job of closing out on Steph Curry, man. He's one of those guys, he's got a quick trigger.
Boy, SGA's going to have his way, come through the lane. Curry can't slow him down, and he's got a chance for three. Every time he's come in there, he has shown that he belongs to be on the floor on both ends. Shai off balance and 1 foot gliding his way into that shot.
Just got a nice little midi shot by Lou Dort. Just keep seeing that ball go in the basket.
Shai doing what he does, and he sees the ball go into the basket.
Yeah, back-to-back possessions.
Payne the second. Defending, Shai, step back shot. We got a 9-point game. SGA, once again, this time with Harden. Another matchup he's got to like as he goes right to the cup, bisecting the lane.
That's what you call making it do what it do, baby.
Now 6 seconds. SGA can get by Batum, pulls up, and that's automatic. As SGA dancing with it, lost the step back three, and got the step back three. That was over Harden.
Once again, the Thunder doing a good job of picking up those loose balls.
Oh, and SGA goes right by man, and then finishes it off with the left hand.